So here we go with the coach from Victoria Hotspurs, Michael Villa. Welcome, Michael. Thanks for joining us. First question is, can you give any updates on your squad at the moment? Any injuries or any problems?
As you know well, I think we have two players suspended from quite extraordinary last match. Some incredible decisions, but apart from that, we only have those two players missing. So I am very confident that who goes in their place will stay to our principles of the game. We have our game model, and so the player who will replace them, he will have a good performance. I'm sure of that.
Beauty of a strong squad, obviously, because these things do happen throughout the season.
The thing
Coach.
is, you have to try to keep the players motivated, even those who don't start the match. I consider them all at the same level, so irrespective of who starts or who not. So they know this, and they've shown it even in the past games. So we don't have to cry for some missing players, for perhaps like other teams do. We have to face it. We will play the game at our maximum possibility. We will try to win it, and that's the most important thing.
Perfect. Coach, have you had any transfers in or out at this period at the moment?
Yeah, the thing is, we had the top scorer for the last 3 seasons. He was he was looking to move away, so we replaced him with a Brazilian midfielder. His name is Gabriel. He just joined us now, so that's the only transfer moves we have in January.
Has it weakened you at all up front, losing one of your best strikers, Coach?
It's difficult. It's difficult. Some decisions I can't understand them. He
No.
doesn't even say word in English, and he was sent off for foul comments. But that's
Okay.
football. We have to accept it. We look for. We have to. How do you say? Think something different, adapt, and but still, I'm confident that we'll do a good job.
Perfect. So far this season, Coach, you've won 3, you've lost 1 game, you scored 13, 5 against. So all in all, even though it's not so far in, how do you feel the season's gone this so far for you?
Well, I told them during our last analysis, I'm not happy. We conceded 5 goals, 3 of them from set pieces. Last two was in the last game. We gifted away the game. We played in 10 men for 70 minutes and in 9 men for 30 minutes. We still managed to stay in the game. We could have easily drawn the match, but we gave away too easy. They were too easy.
Yeah.
If we continue like this, we have to see what we can do to stop this trend, this negative trend from set pieces, because the team who finally wins the title cannot afford to do these mistakes.
Absolutely, and as they say, if you let in 3, you've got to score 4.
Of course,
So
yes.
that's the difficult part of it. Super. Have you found it extremely difficult to adapt to the? I was just saying to your assistant captain to adapt to the lack of game time for your players.
Of course, it's really it's undescribable.
Uh,
I don't know. With all due respect to the who organizes these things, but it's really I cannot describe it in words.
right.
For a football player, not for me as a for me as a coach, it's very very difficult. But for a player, how can you explain him? We train 4 months, 5 months, and we play 4 matches. I think not even another place in the world exists where this happens. It's not acceptable.
It's tough. We've noticed now we've received the fixtures sort of for February. It looks like the pace is going to gather now.
Yes, but it's not the fact about it's now they are fixing it. It's always like this in Gozo.
Ah.
The first 4 or 5 months we play 3 league matches, and then after January we play the remaining of the match in 4 months. So
It's hard with the fitness
difficult.
levels for the players as well, isn't it? It's so
Yes,
sort of up
yes,
and down.
It's
Okay.
difficult for everyone, but I think the main problem is the pitch,
Of course,
because they want.
of course.
Because I'm not an expert in this matter, but
Because it
Unfortunately, it's
takes
like this. It's not normal like in other
no,
countries.
no, and it's taken all the games have to be played on one pitch. It takes a lot of
Yes,
abuse.
yeah, that as
So
well. And there isn't any other pitch available
no,
because Kercham Grounds is a little bit. It's
that's right.
unplayable for a first team match, in my
Exactly.
opinion.
Exactly. Coach, I'm going to end up on just throwing the same sort of question you might have heard me from the side there that I was talking to your vice captain about. You have this amazing fan base. We when we were filming last year, we always enjoyed the drums. They create quite an atmosphere. Do you find it difficult? It's a double question. Is it harder to motivate a player in a quiet stadium? I mean, it sounds like a stupid question, I know, but some people have this argument that sometimes when you have a big fan base, the pressure is also on the player. If he misses a goal, it's like a lot of pressure. In an empty stadium, they feel not so much pressure, but it's quiet. What do you think,
No, I can
Coach?
assure you that football without fans, you lose the enjoyment of the game.
Yeah,
You lose the game. You lose
yeah,
the joy.
yeah.
So for me, football is all about fans.
Right.
Without fans, it's like how do you say it? It's really quite dull.
It's like an Irishman without
We
Guinness.
hope that we hope that this situation improves worldwide, even
Yeah, of
international
course.
leagues.
Of course.
It's not nice.
Of course. Well, Coach, listen, I'm going to leave you there. We're going to film a few of your players training. I want to thank you on behalf of Armour Stream for joining us.
Thank you for your splendid work.
Thank you.
It's something new for us, and I am sure that all fans are appreciating your work.
Thank you, and
Thank
good
you.
luck at the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chris, thanks for joining us for our show this week. This is Chris, who's the vice captain of Victoria Hotspurs. Chris, a quick one up before the game for next week. Obviously, the big game coming up this week with Nadur. The last game we were watching, it got a bit fiery, and you had a couple of red cards, which means, I believe, 2 suspensions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For next game.
Right. So my question is, as I know you're vice captain, but I was going to ask the captain, do you think like the captain's job is to try and keep those tempers in check during a game? Is that one of the responsibilities of a captain, even though it's difficult?
Yeah, it's very difficult because in a 50-50 clash with INCLM, the game is always going to be a bit fiery, So, but from the beginning of the game, there were tempers flying in, some rash decisions from the referee as well. Should have not shown all that cards in the beginning of the game, but it's football, it's the game. We need to learn from our mistakes regarding to calm ourselves down and show ourselves on the pitch like we usually do. But yeah, it's a 50-50 clash. We look forward for next game against Nadur. Hopefully we will win to get back on track.
Cool, excellent. Yeah, it was, I think as well, once the first red card shown, it sort of sets a precedent, doesn't it? I mean, the next one that's similar to that, he's got to go again.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's really different.
Yeah,
he played well up till then.
Yeah, we played nearly 70 minutes with 10 men. And
That's right.
we kept our pace
Yep.
at ICLM. Then in the last 30 minutes, we found ourselves with 9 men, so it was always going to be an uphill battle. But we tried ourselves hard enough to keep till the last second of the game, which we did. We created a lot of chances in the end. It could have gone either way.
Absolutely, it was close, yeah. Well, I think now, with you playing the door this weekend, of course, it's your next game, and I suppose this is a great way of getting that out of your system, trying to get back on track again.
Yeah, it's
looking at the table as well, a win would put you open a 5-point gap, which at this stage of the season even is quite good, right? To get that gap with them.
It's a hard game, as you said. Nadur are the champions, but we are very confident. It's an advantage for us that it's a close game between the INCLM game and the Nadur, so we have a little short time to recuperate from the loss.
Right.
Yes, we will miss 2 players, but I think we can do it with this team. We are together this year. I think so it will be a hard match for us, but we're very confident.
If you're going to win anything, you have to win these games, don't you? So there are always going to be a few hard games. You were just saying about the game coming quite quickly. You've got 2 quick games at the moment, but there's been some long gaps because of the COVID. Have you found that very difficult to keep motivated? You keep your players motivated?
We're talking. Some players, find themselves hard to motivate themselves during these time where we trained a lot for only 4 games in the league and one in the FA Trophy of Malta. So 5 games till the end of January. It's not
Not
something
perfect.
that. But we look forward to the games remaining. Now we have got a good fixture of games which will be coming in a short period of time. So we are ready for these matches and looking forward to start.
Fantastic. The last one from me is one I'm actually going to talk to the coach about as well later. When we were filming last year, one of the things we noticed whenever you guys were playing, you have a very loud supporter base, which
Yeah,
really
yeah,
does echo
yeah.
around the stadium.
Yeah.
Stupid question, really, but do you really miss them getting behind you? It must make, it's like as they say in England, it's always the fourth,
Yeah.
the 12th man, isn't it?
Yeah. As every player would say, we miss our supporters. They were our 12 men, as you said, but we look forward for them to come back and unite with us in the pitch. They helped us a lot, even in tough times. So we're looking forward.
Get them
for
back soon,
yeah.
eh?
Get
Chris,
them
listen,
back.
thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time. Have a good game at the weekend. We'll
Yeah,
be there
thank
to
you.
film it, and
Cheers.
good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Chris.
you.
Okay,
Bye.
welcome to Armour Live Streaming. Thank you for joining us on our Game of the Week.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I just want to start with, though, it's an important game this week coming up with Victoria. Can I just start by asking you the condition of your squad? Have you injuries? Or are you all good? It's been a tough time for you.
La condizione della nostra squadra.
La nostra squadra è in buone condizioni perché abbiamo avuto la possibilità di allenarci da casa tutti insieme grazie al nostro coach che ha fatto delle sessioni video e poi adesso siamo da una settimana tutti quanti insieme di nuovo. È una buona condizione.
Our players, they're in a good condition. Even though they were in quarantine, we had online sessions every day. And now they've been out for a week and we've been training quite good.
Okay, so you made the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, we had to.
Have you done any transfer business in this window? Any ins or outs?
Sul mercato.
Sul mercato abbiamo avuto il piacere di riportare a casa Marcello Barbosa. È per noi un valore aggiunto perché già abbiamo una rosa importante, ma con Marcello penso che faremo il salto di qualità.
We already have a good squad, but we brought back Marcello Barbosa. He was with Nadur last year too. Obviously, he's a value added to our team.
Of course. Cool. You've only played 4 games,
tell me about
which is unbelievable, and I think 6 weeks since your last game. Coaches, is it very hard to keep players motivated when you have major gaps between games?
per la motivazione dopo 6 settimane di non giocare a calcio.
Io sono convinto che la squadra è ancora più concentrata proprio perché non gioca da tanto tempo. Stiamo provando continuamente il nostro modo di giocare e sono convinto che non ci deluderanno i ragazzi.
I think that for this game they are more motivated than since we've been 6 weeks without a game. It's a motivation in
To get going again.
Extra to get going again. Yeah,
Absolutely.
We've been training since mid-August and we've only played 4 games.
Wow.
But that's the reality right now with the COVID situation. But I think that our team is really fired up for this game.
Okay, perfect. Not many left for you. We'll get you out the rain soon. You're undefeated so far this season with 3 wins and 1 draw. Do you feel, even though after a few games, that you are on course like for last year? Are you playing as well as you were last year?
Penso che stiamo giocando un po' meglio di lo scorso anno.
Non è paragonabile all'anno scorso secondo me, perché l'anno scorso c'erano 8 stranieri, oggi ne abbiamo 4 stranieri, più 4 in rosa, ne erano 8. Oggi ne abbiamo soltanto 2, è una squadra totalmente diversa, però comunque i ragazzi stanno assimilando tutti gli schemi e tutto quello che vogliamo e non ci possiamo lamentare, però non penso che non si possa fare il paragone con l'anno scorso.
It's very difficult to do a comparison between last year's team and this year's. Even the foreigners make a big difference.
Of
Last
course.
year they had 8 in the squad and they played 4. This year we have 4 in the squad and we play only 2. But the players are responding really well to our training and we're happy with the results.
This is an interesting one. if you were to go on to win the championship this year, it would give you back-to-back wins. And the last time Nadur did that was 13 years ago.
Yeah, when I was playing.
There you go. You see. So as coaches, we all, I'm from Liverpool. I'm an Evertonian, and we all talk about how difficult the Premier League is to win 2 years together. As coaches, is it the same? Do you find it difficult to get the second win over the line?
Sì, ho capito. È una squadra completamente nuova la nostra. Dell'anno scorso ci sono pochi giocatori rispetto all'anno scorso. E vincere 2 volte consecutive è sempre difficile, anche perché le altre squadre hanno cambiato poco e sono cresciute e si conoscono già da più anni. Adesso è tutto nuovo per noi, sono pochi i giocatori che c'erano l'anno scorso, però io sono convinto che noi diremo la nostra fino alla fine.
It's always difficult to win 2 leagues in a row back to back. Even since we changed a lot of players, but it would be nice to win the league.
It would be great.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to leave you with a little bit of a motivation for you guys and your teams. Victoria Hotspurs have won 13 titles. You've won 12.
Sì.
So you need to do it this year, and let's get this leveled out.
Ma più che guardare ai 13 titoli del Vittoria, noi speriamo di dare soddisfazione alla nostra gente, al nostro presidente, al nostro team, al nostro comitato, a tutti, per poter arrivare sempre più in alto, sperando di riuscirci quanto prima è possibile.
It's not only about winning the league, it's about giving back something to the supporters,
Of course.
to the president, so winning is always nice. Everybody likes winning, but giving
Vincere è
something
sempre
back,
bello,
it's
no?
always nice winning.
Giving your best effort and playing the best you can is good.
Exactly. We wish to win all the games, but football.
I'm going to let you get out the rain. We'll be there at the game to film at the weekend. And thank you very much for joining us in the bad weather. Good luck tonight.
Ciao.
We'll see you in a few weeks for the next round. Okay, Steve, welcome to the Armour game of the week. We're going to be discussing your game coming up now against Victoria Hotspurs. Not playing so many games so far in the season, it's quite hard to assess your current form, but have you been happy with your start to the season so far?
We started good. Like you said, we played only 3 games, but these 3 months are very important. We will play consistent games, 1 game every week. So we need to focus and get our head onto what's
coming up. Yeah, I was actually surprised because I was quite shocked today. I was just looking at your stats today before I come out, and you haven't actually played since December. In fact, it's 6 weeks since you've had a competitive game. Is it very hard to keep your players around you motivated and not playing? You're used to playing week after week, and then going 6 weeks without a game. Has that been very difficult?
For us, we've been 2 weeks in quarantine as well,
well.
so it's more hard to. But still, I think next Saturday we play a big match, and everyone is motivated, and I'm sure we will do good.
Yeah, I think it's just once you get back into the mode of playing regular again, I'm quite sure the boys will pick up the pace. Okay, so you're saying that you're playing Victoria Hotspurs this weekend. Now, together with them, you have great support. And my other question was going to be, do you really miss not having the supporters in the ground? Because you're playing in an empty stadium, and we film there every week. And, the echoes around the stadium, it's very difficult, so...
It's different. For me, it's nice to have supporters, but the situation you have to adapt to.
Of course.
And after all, in the game you are so concentrated on what you're doing, you don't have the time to
think about what's going on around you. That's correct.
But for the supporters,
it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Which is hopefully why the live streaming is helping at the moment.
Yeah,
that people can sort of tune in.
Well done to
Thank
what you're doing.
you. The last question then. Would you agree, even though it's early for you games, that this game is really important coming up, Steve, because you can't allow them to open up a gap, so you do need to get these points back, playing fewer games, so as there isn't a bigger gap. Do you agree to that?
Yeah, we need to focus game by game. Every game we need to get the 3 points. How I think we have few games we played, and there's not much big. There's 2 points between
That's
us
right.
and Eindhoven. So if we win next Saturday, we will
You're back
be
in
there.
it again. Yeah, I think it's just that momentum now. At the end of the day, you are champions, so you've got a lot to play for. So thanks for talking to us today. Good luck, and we'll talk to you again within a
Thank
few
you very
weeks.
much. Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you,
Thank
Steve.
you.
Thank you. Football weather. Good football weather, coach. It's true.